Welcome to the CWC Podcast with your hosts, David Selby, Andy Horton, and Savannah Smith.
All right, welcome to the CWC Podcast, the latest news, rumors, and interviews from around the sport of chuckwagon racing. I'm your host, David Selby, and I've got Savannah here and Andy, and you may notice I'm in a weird place. I'm in a hotel room, all right? I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm in a hotel room, and I'm out on a shoot. It's a little bit of a different week, but we also have a little bit of a change. And what you guys are probably expecting from today's show, we have a professional bull rider coming into the show. I know, not a chuckwagon racer, but it's Chase Outlaw. He's a guy that we all know, we all love, and we're excited to have him here.
Yeah. So for those of you who may not know, and how I have no idea, Chase is one of the most recognized names in professional bull riding. He was born and raised in Hamburg, Arkansas, and according to USA Today, he was named one of the toughest athletes in America. He was also featured as a central figure in a Prime Video docuseries called The Ride, and he's made an appearance several times on our own docuseries, The Great Wagon Race. It's a good time to plug. Go on over and subscribe and relive The Ride at the Chuckwagon
Oh, yeah. Man, you're getting good at that. You're getting good at inviting people to jump on board. Man,
I'm
hopefully
getting
pretty
there,
soon.
guys. You get to
Pretty
witness
soon.
this journey from this quiet, shy person to a somewhat public speaker. Emphasis on somewhat.
Podcaster. Hey,
I
but
have to go through that myself.
I always tell people, we have a podcast, and I kind of forget to tell people, like, we're pretty religiously doing a video podcast. Like, we always do this on video. We are video professionals, so we make sure that we do video. And I don't know. I feel like that's kind of an industry standard anymore. But but I know a lot of people consume their stuff through audio, which you can do that through Chuckwagon Channel. There is the option to basically turn on the show, and you should be able to shut your phone, like your screen off, and it should go. If that is not working, go into your settings and look around a little bit. But that is something that works here, and it works on YouTube as well if you listen to the show on YouTube. But yeah, like Savannah said, get over, subscribe, relive the ride. We would love to have you as an official subscriber. There's a lot of stuff happening right now in the chuckwagon world, a lot of stuff coming up, and a lot of things from the national championships too. And let's catch up a little bit, though. So what's happening in everybody's worlds? Obviously, I said I'm in a hotel today. What have you guys been doing? What's going on in your lives?
Well, we got senior photo season. You know, the fall season's kicking off. Been doing some of that. Been playing with the new drone. I don't know how I feel about how it handles yet. I feel like it's going to take some getting used to. It's a little bit different. I don't know if it's the fact that it has like bigger propellers and different motors, but it just feels awkward. I haven't chased a race with it yet, so who knows? We may overshoot and end up over the crowd somewhere. I have no idea. So we'll see how that goes. We're going to find out soon.
Are you breaking it out at Outlaw's race, or are you going to use the one you've been using throughout the season?
No, I'll have it. It'll be there. Yeah. So
I'm flying it.
Yeah, absolutely. I paid for that thing. I'm going to use it. So yeah, we used it at Party in the Pasture, and the footage out of it is great. Like I really like the footage out of it.
But you feel like the actual controls, like the touch or the vibe, the feel you're getting on the controller, and in response with correlation to what's happening on the drone, you just feel like it just feels different.
Yes, it's
like a bigger jump than what you would have got from like the Mini 3 or whatever, going to like a Mavic 3, like different there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that it's a bigger jump. It's just a different, I don't know. It has this weird deadband in it where it's like I'm asking and it's like not doing it. And then all of a sudden I ask enough and then it goes full blast. You know, it's just got this sticky, weird. I'm sure I can tune on it and probably get rid of some of that. The first thing I do is I try to get used to it operating the way that it is out of the box. Yeah. And then if that doesn't work, then I start tinkering with it and seeing if I can do it. I just don't want to like bring in my preconceptions and just automatically start messing with everything when maybe it was intended to be operated another way. And like maybe I can get more out of it the way it was designed, like I'm giving whoever put that thing in the box or whoever programmed it to start with some credit and saying, maybe you guys knew what you were doing more than I know what I'm doing. And I'm going to see if I can figure this out. But if we can't get there, then I'll start tuning myself and go, okay, look, that may be the way you wanted it, but I can't fly it that way. So we're going to have to do something different.
Okay. Well,
so
you got a couple weeks. It'll be fine.
Very interesting.
Savannah, what's up with you?
Well, I wrapped up the Loretta Lynn deliverables and got them sent over to Kim and Anthony to approve. Canthony, that was going to come out real weird.
Canthony.
I also finished doing a deep dive on our analytics that I had started last month. It's been really neat to see different trends emerging in our numbers. So we're actually holding a 10 to 15% engagement rate on most of our platforms, which for those of you outside the marketing realm, that's actually That's outside of the marketing realm. That's Savannah's dog. Sorry. That's actually a really good metric. So I'm very excited to see that we are continuously holding that range. Woo, go us, guys.
So 10 to 15 is good.
Yes.
That's what we're saying.
Yes.
Okay.
So that would be 10 to 15% of all the viewers that have seen your content is engaging with it in some way. And now with Meta, I don't want to say that they inflate your number of views, but it does not take a whole lot for it to count as a view. So you may see something 3 different times. You're going to be counted as 3 separate views, even though you're not a unique viewer. So when you're up in the thousands of times someone has seen your content go across the page and you have 10% of those views actively engaging with you, all of our platforms, the algorithms, the way that they view success, look at us and deem that we're in that average margin section. So for a startup, that's really good. We're growing an account. We're in the average section.
Awesome.
Yeah. It's cool.
That's my little nerd spiel.
Hey,
well,
I dig it.
I think it's cool that we talk about it a little bit on the show because, I mean, obviously if we were just speaking to, hey, there's everybody who watched our social media content, that's actually not the case. It's significant because as we are trying to grow the sport of chuckwagon racing, when we start getting into these like tens or hundreds of thousands of views or impressions or whatever you want to call it through social media, that's going substantially outside the circle of what we would call the chuckwagon racing community. And so,
yeah, absolutely. When Uncle
we're sharing
Todd goes
that.
and shoots a clip and it winds up with, where are we at on that? Like 1.5 million or some crazy number.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Mecca, you are officially viral.
Yeah, no, it's important. It's important that we share that stuff because those are the kinds of things, when something takes off and it gives us that kind of credibility back here as the Chuckwagon channel, that just means that the next piece of content or the next pieces of content that we put out, it's more likely that they're going to be shown to these same people because they've interacted with it. So the algorithm, and
Sure.
we want it to play on our side. So it's fun to talk about those things.
I've also seen several comments on different videos asking what the event itself was or where it was that they wanted to compete or watch. So I'm pretty interested to see next year at the back end of these events if they notice a change in the amount of attendance next year versus what they had this year.
Yeah.
Not that that's directly our,
No, yeah,
us,
there's a lot of variables that could attribute to that, but it's still interesting.
Right. And just to kind of gauge how the sport as a whole is growing and who's coming into, these rural towns in the South specifically for these events.
Absolutely. Well, it's exciting. I'm glad to know that that things are on the up and up. And thank you, Savannah, for doing what you do on the social media end of things. I know over here, I guess to give you guys the story of where I'm at this week, I'm obviously in a hotel room. I'm in Springfield, so I'm not actually that far away. Springfield, Missouri, not that far away from where I live. All things considered, it's about 1 hour and 45 minutes. But I've been on a multi-day shoot that actually will finish tomorrow, and I'll be cutting straight up to Lake of the Ozarks to do a real estate shoot that involves a bunch of commercial properties. And it just ended up being a week that was kind of crazy. So that's actually why I'm here. And the shoot that I'm doing here this week is something I've never done before either. It's basically a project for a company that works on stainless steel everything. Their company is actually called Adaptive Stainless. So rather than be custom stainless, they're adaptive stainless because they work on anything and everything. And they had a big stainless steel tank that they needed a video done for, and that's the exciting work that I'm doing this week, which is not Chuckwagon Race related, but it does help the Chuckwagon channel because everything we do this year, especially as we're growing, is helping to fuel the fire of growing our team and growing everything that we're doing. So that's just part of it. And then outside of that, I mean, gosh dang, we've been busy on the front of just anything and everything, growing what we're doing, looking ahead. I don't want to go too deep on it right now, but there are going to be more opportunities to grow the Chuckwagon channel as we're going forward next year. Maybe covering other events, maybe covering other kinds of events. That's all I'm going to say for now. But there's a lot of possibilities out there for what we could do with this platform if we continue to grow it. And so all the more important to share with you guys that we need your support. We need you to keep on subscribing, reliving the ride, as we say. Tell people about it, and please stick around because you don't want to miss what's coming up in the future. And so let's get into it here. We've got a cool guest, somebody that's been on the show before, and I guess it's worth saying before we bring him on, for those of you that are excited for this event that's coming up, the Chase Outlaw Race, Chuckwagon Race down there in Hamburg, Arkansas. We're going to get more into the points and the standings and everything, like where the races actually stand right now, because it is going to be the final race of the season. So stick around for next week when we really go and do a deep dive on what are the standings, who sits where, who still has a chance, who's out of the running, who's just out there running for fun, who's just showing up to buy popcorn from the kids. That's what I'm saying. So let's get Chase on here, and we'll give him a big fat intro once he gets on here.
Career earnings topping at $1.9 million, Chase has proven himself again and again in the arena. But beyond the stats, we know him as the hometown man from Hamburg who has not forgotten where he came from. For the last 3 consecutive years, he's hosted the Chuck and Buck at the National Championships in Clinton, Arkansas, and this year he is bringing, for the first time since 1998, the state championship Chuckwagon races back to Hamburg. Without further ado, let's welcome Chase Outlaw.
Hey,
Hello.
Nicole and Chase. How are you guys doing today?
Good. How are y'all?
Hey, we're doing pretty good. We may just hit you on a couple of quick fine-tuning things here to make sure that you're good and loud. Give me a couple of check 1-2s there.
Check 1 2.
I'm getting it a little bit quiet. Are you guys hearing? Is that a little quiet? So on your computer, you may be able to go into your settings and find your microphone. And it hopefully gives you a little bit of a chance to turn that up.
These tracks are all separate, right? So,
So if anything, I can always go and
Savannah
bump them
can
back up in
turn
the back.
those up. Yeah, I think we'll be all right.
What about now?
Ooh, there we go.
We
It's
like
louder.
it.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
All right, guys. So let's get into it here. How the heck are you?
We're all right.
Busy.
Better now.
Man, we've been busy. Are we live?
Yes.
We're on.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we've been busy since a couple months before Clinton, before the wagon races there. We've had our head down getting that prepared, and my Nicole was, doing all the backbone or behind the scenes work really for that. I've been my good friends of the team we got there has been over here clearing land, and every day, daylight until well after dark, every day up until the Chuckwagon races there. So it was actually a relief to get to go up there to just be able to not have to do nothing for a couple of days until, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then it got hectic up there again.
I think we actually stayed till Tuesday to give us a little extra time.
Yes, we stayed up there till Tuesday, till the day after Labor Day, just so we just didn't have to get back, because as soon as we got back, we had to have our head down again. So it gave us a day then, and man, we have been steady rolling. Like, I had just rolled in from getting my bleachers that I'm going to have here for at the arena. So I just went and picked them up in a big double deck trailer. So I just unloaded a tractor off the trailer, and
he almost didn't make it in time.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Imagine that.
Well, we're glad to have you guys here, and we wanted to do this a couple weeks out so that we can really help you promote the race and get people's heads around what this is going to be. Obviously, it's the first time that you've had this event. It's the last race of the season, no pressure, and it's where everything culminates on the year for the ACWRA, and that's really exciting. And I have been telling everybody I am so excited for this race. I know that you guys are excited to host. I can tell you've been working really hard. But for those that have never gotten to hear you speak, I know this is your second time on the show, Chase. Tell people a little bit about your background with Chuckwagon racing, and also your background with bull riding.
Yes, sir. Well, it's good to be on here again, by the way. But my history of Chuckwagon racing is, man, we was Chuckwagon racing since before I was born, and we've always done the association, and this was my dad's 27th consecutive year at Clinton this year. So We've been doing it our whole life, and and in 96, 97, 98, 99, my grandparents hosted the state finals, the ACWRA state finals races
here
in Hamburg during them years. And I didn't realize it was the state finals till I was at my old house where I grew up, and I was in there and looked in my old closet, and there was a sticker on the wall that I'd put in there on the closet wall, and it was the 96 state finals races there at Hamburg, and that's the logo that my grandparents used. That's the logo that we used.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's awesome. That's really, really cool, man. So it's neat to hear that this is coming full circle, and it's awesome that that Chuckwagon racing was a big part of your childhood, but also that that you get to host the state final, as we're calling it. The championship of the points racing there at you guys' place. You came to all these races at Clinton as you were growing up, and then you became a professional bull rider. For those that don't know you, how did that happen for you? How did you get into professional bull riding? What's your career been like? And talk just a little bit about that.
Yes, sir. Actually, my bull riding career actually got started first. Memory of me getting on a calf and a sheep. We was at a Chuckwagon race, and I want to say maybe Quitman or somewhere, but we went to there was a rodeo in Dolph. Maybe the race was outside somewhere, and it was at a Tommy Rand rodeo at Dolph, Arkansas. And I remember I got on a calf and a sheep that night, and I got the buckle in there actually. And
nice.
And to dig through all those.
Yeah. And my dad actually got on, and I remember my dad riding in the old man bull riding that night. And so that's my first memory. And then all the way up from junior bulls, I knew that that's what I wanted to do, and I seen it on TV, and man, heck, I said that's what I'm gonna be when I grow up, as a professional bull rider. And since 2011, I've held my PBR card, and I made the PBR World Finals 9 times, and it's been a great career. I guarantee it. And I've lived a life and that only few could fathom at what I've, seen and experienced in just a short 33 years. But I've lived the best life anybody could live. I was been my own boss, and I've loved every minute of it being a professional bull rider. And one thing about it, I've never worked a day in my life at that, because I loved every second of it and I loved what I did.
Man,
Love
awesome.
what I do. So,
and it's kind of neat to to look at that from an outsider's perspective, especially as I'm in my mid to late 30s, just saying out there, but I feel like I'm just getting started on my career, and then you've already been in the professional realm of what you do for so long, and you're kind of, you're getting to what most would call in professional sports, like the end of your, your golden years as a professional athlete. So, it's cool to see you be able to pick right up with something that was there even before all of the bull riding and everything, and be able to pick right up and start doing events and get right into something that you still love, and that's chuckwagon racing. And I know we've talked to you several times, so I'm not just putting words in his mouth, everybody. This is stuff he said to me, but it's pretty neat to see you come back around and not only host the state final, but to see you at Clinton, to see you talking about how you want to do more of this chuckwagon racing stuff in the future. So I'm excited for you. I want to go ahead and pass the next question over to Andy here, but yeah, man, I just think, wow, it's cool to see this stuff come full circle.
Yes, sir. Yep. And like I said, it'll be just something that I know, and it's something that I'm still passionate about, and be able to still be a part of, and still get that ticker ticking.
Yeah. Well, and even with all that, obviously you have between the bull riding, the chuck and buck, the chuckwagon racing, going to Clinton, all that stuff, you've obviously got a ton on your plate. So, how do you find time to put together this race? Because, we go to enough of them that we kind of have a clue of what this takes. I don't think a lot of people know what this takes. So
nobody has if they ain't never done nothing like producing besides hosting a barbecue in their backyard on a Sunday or Super Bowl Sunday, they don't have a damn clue. Because let me tell you, but what you got to have is
the want to,
and somebody that is behind the scenes and a great team. Like without a team that we have, man, we wouldn't been able to do it. Great friends.
We have people in our community, or it's unreal how they've stepped up to help and sponsor, and we're just overwhelmed and very thankful. They've been out here helping put the arena together, welding, clearing land, just anything and everything that they can do to help.
Bringing equipment and just adding to, just doing whatever they can. We got a great team putting out having a lot of fires put out at one time. And, my buddy Jim Barnes with Timber Producers, they've had the big equipment out here that we've been just, it's crazy the amount of land that we've got cleared since May, and grass growing on it right now. And from full timber woods to what it is now. And as far as my buddy with the electric company, helping out with Evers Electric, the lights and lighting and the setup that we got, it's top notch. It ain't no Joe Louis setup. So we've had our we've had our backs bowed the whole time.
Yeah, and I know, like you said, it takes people behind the scenes too, and I know Nicole has been a really big part of this. And actually, I prefer to talk to Nicole because I just know she's awesome and quick to get back to me, and she knows exactly what's going on. And she's just like, she's a great communicator for you, and as far as like getting, just getting responses and keeping the ball rolling. I mean, it does take a team. And what's that like, being able to kind of do the husband and wife thing while you guys travel on, towards having this event?
Well, here lately, the husband and wife thing, we've just been, during the day, we barely see each other. We both work from home, but he's busy doing one thing and I'm busy doing something else. And, people call me and, hey, I knew Chase wouldn't answer, so can you just have him call me? And, they know how full his inbox is with messages. And
man, it's hard to talk on the phone when you got something in your hand, when you got something in your hands all the time or on some equipment. I mean, as soon as you get in the groove, somebody be, by God, calling. And so I will text her and tell them, call Nicole, call my wife, because unless it's something that's that is a fire that needs to be put out. But other than that, man, that's why, because she's in here in this office and you got to have somebody here doing this, and so she's the brains and I'm the balls. I guess you could say. I mean, I'm telling you, we have been.
Obviously, this event is
awesome,
a lot bigger than anything we're used to. I mean, we've done the Chuck and Buck for 3 years, and it's a 2-hour show, so we've kind of learned and got that. And luckily, we have that experience, but we had to bring some good friends on to help with this one because just to keep up. And they've done a great job.
And I'd say our relationship's kind of actually, it's kind of actually grown stronger because us having to do all this together, and it'd be hard for husbands and wives to do, I'd say what we do is together.
The aha moment is
yes.
when it all comes together. And just like at Chuck and Buck, during the middle of it, I think we both talked about, we just paused for a random second during it and was like, we done this. We brought these people here, and we're putting on a show that they want to see, and that just kind of fires you up too for this race. And
knowing we did it all with maybe only having 1 or 2 FUs to each other. So I was telling her the other day, I said, baby, I'm just proud that dang, ain't too many relationships that people could do this is, and still, and not clash and make it, because heck, some.
Well, and he'll know, we're filling each other out. He knows when I'm overwhelmed, and he'll just kind of step back and walk away and let me have a second. And, same. Just got to learn how to manage it.
But it's been good. I'm excited.
Well, I am excited for you guys, and I think it's awesome to hear your story. And I'm excited to hear the story, especially once it's all said and done, when the dust settles, and get to look back on it all and talk with you guys, because it is it's the beginning of a legacy. I mean, you obviously have a legacy in everything you've done and what you've done up to this point, but this is a new chapter in your lives to start hosting this race, and it's exciting. It's really exciting, and I think it's cool to kind of hear the true behind the scenes parts of something like this, especially with it being the first year, because there is so much learning that comes from doing something like this for the first year. So, Savannah, what'd you have?
Well, so being right about 2 weeks out from the event, what does this mean for you guys? What do you have left to kind of put in place? Where's your head at? Is it really starting to get real?
Oh, it's been real for the past 30-something days. Every morning I woke up, I've scratched another one off.
Yeah, it's been real. We've been nonstop, and of course, life is still going on. We have kids playing football and cheering, and so we're just running back and forth. We know it'll all be worth it, and we'll get to slow down in a little bit, but we're excited, and I think our kids are excited, and they see how hard we're working, and that they know that it's for their future as well, and something we can pass down to them and teach them, and
knowing that we'll be able to pull this off. I mean, we have full faith in it, and when we pull it off, I mean, it's that's the reward. And it may be hard, but you know what else is hard? Being a damn loser and just being mediocre. That's hard too. So, and
there you have it, folks.
And doing nothing's hard.
And complaining about not being where you want to be. That's hard too. So I mean, guys, choose your heart, and I mean, so we're wiping sweat beads with a smile.
Yeah, amen to that, brother. So
that should be a motivational poster,
like
the ones they used to have in classrooms. Yeah.
You know what else is hard? Sucking. All right, it sucks.
Chase, I need you to get that put on a poster and then hung up in the PBR locker room, and I want photo proof of it.
No, it's there's not a whole lot of people that can say that they get to host a Chuckwagon race, so I'm excited for you guys. Let's just jump into what that weekend is going to look like. I know things open up on Thursday, but I don't necessarily need a list of events because we will hit on that later. But what can the people that are coming to your event, what can they expect from the week? High level, what are the big things that you want people to know? Hey, we're doing this at our event.
I think they can expect to see him put his little outlaw twang on it, something different and exciting, and for sure.
Yeah, for sure. So like youth rodeo and throwing the pasture open in, and what we're doing in the middle of the races is it's going to be something that's quite Western. It's the wild horse relay, where like Cheyenne 3-man team, where they got to have it, where they got him on a rope, come out of the buck chute. So we ain't coming out of the buck chute. The pickup men are going out right in the middle of the racetrack and have them snubbed up, and 5 at a time, 5 3-man teams, and gun go off, and they got to go and got to ride them. Saddle it and ride it. Somebody ride it for 6 seconds from the middle of the pasture, and then we're also going to throw in a call it the whoop and ride race. Yeah. It's on this rubber mat I got behind, and we're going to be behind the horse. You got 2 at a time. Somebody on the horse that better be able to whoop, and somebody on that mat that can ride. And we're going around the barrel and going the whole track as the wagons do, and running 2 at a time.
We used to do that here. That's fun.
Me and JD Pennington tried it out, and it'll go. It's gonna be good watching.
We used to do that here. We had a roundup club here, and we used to do that here. Where we took a truck bed mat and cut it in half, and that was our sled, and we did that. But we did it in an arena. We didn't do it on a Chuckwagon track. So this is gonna be a different deal.
I've always seen it. I've always seen it in the arena, and you could get that momentum going down there, but when you had to cut that barrel or whatever, turn around the barrel, it always put a lot of slack in the rope and snatch it out from underneath them or whatever. But it ain't gonna be no slack in that rope. It's gonna be good watching.
Yeah,
I'm excited for that. So all y'all think y'all man enough? Come on, call in. Look on that Outlaw Nation Facebook page, see the flyer, or on my Instagram at Outlaw365, and you see that call-in number and get your team together, you boys that think you Thank you made a steal. Come on, we want to see it. Show the people why they bought a ticket. And
man, I would totally do it. But
David, we got a special guest right here. We got somebody who want to say something real quick.
Oh no! Who is it? It's
hello.
Come on down now. It's gonna be awesome and wild and western.
I can't see him.
Is it Wade?
You can't
see. There he is.
Oh, this is gonna be awesome! I'm so excited.
Y'all come on down. It's gonna be wild and western.
Are you paying the refs? Is that what you're doing? Are you kissing ass over there so that it'll give you a little bit better starting line?
I'm trying to get an edge. Y'all know why.
I knew it. Yeah,
I showed him my third place prize for the racers the other day, and he said he's trying to figure out how to win third.
Hey, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
Yeah. Well, we should have known. We should have known Wade was going to be there a couple weeks early to make sure everything's perfect for him and his team. Gee whiz.
Get a lay of the land, familiar.
They've been here more than a couple weeks early, man. Without them, Julie, and I mean, they have been tremendous help on where we are today. I guarantee you that. So yeah,
y'all are actually going to be racing against one another. Is that right?
Yeah.
JD's driving his team, and I'm driving mine. We're racing one another here.
Chase is out riding.
I'm out riding for Wade.
Oh, no kidding.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
see if you can get you a buckle there, Chase.
That'd be the team to run with.
It's good to see you, Wade. Thanks for coming on the show, Wade.
Absolutely.
Well, that's
Outlaw,
exciting.
son?
All right. Well,
Yes. Yeah, man. It's
celebrity.
Come on. What we got next?
So you're going to have a special horse race. You've got obviously we've got the wagon races. What are the other big things we can look forward to for the families that are coming in for Halloween? What can they expect for Friday Halloween?
The youth rodeo. There's Halloween youth rodeo that night, and it is it'll start at 7, and we'll have mutton busting all the way up to Senior Boys. You can check the Facebook page and have all the information for that. But Halloween costume contest. There'll be a costume contest for the wagons. People want to decorate their wagons, and
we'd love for people to get their wagons decorated up and do a trunk or treat and have the kids come around and
Chuck and treat.
Chuck and treat. There you go.
Yeah, and a costume contest for the kids and the horse, whatever. And we would love it for the kids to compete in their Halloween costume And thank you. And
Well, I'm bringing my kids down there, and we're going to dress them up, so you can sure bet.
Oh, cool.
And we thought about old Monkey, old Leggett. He said we ought to throw in an adult costume contest there about midnight after the kids are.
Yeah, Monkey would say that.
Yeah, glad to know I don't have to bring an actual costume for it. Oh, you know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Well, glad to know that Monkey's going to be doing some extracurriculars, and he'll be working around the clock, it sounds like, because I know he's announcing your race. He's announcing that thing solo, right?
No, I got my good friend Tyler Taylor. He's a professional bull rider as well. He does a lot of the Texas high school rodeo announcing. He does Tough Eatman bull riding tour. I mean, he's a good upcoming announcer, and he's also an active professional bull rider. And me and him have known each other since we was little kids riding, and so him and he knows the bull riding, and he's great. He actually does the announcing and commentating there for JB's show Bucktown. So if y'all seen that, that's Tyler Taylor that does that. So him and Justin are announcing that everything all together, and Jared Morris. So the bull riding Battle of the Bulls is Saturday at 6:30.
And it's actually a 3rd annual event. It's a stock contractor from our town, and he puts on a great show.
Colby White with Rockin' W.
He done an event at the PRCA rodeo there this year and sold it out. I mean, it was great. So we're really proud to bring him in.
And so the reason it's 3rd annual is because he's done it twice in the town of Hamburg there. And it instead of having it there, we're having it here, carrying that board, since we're just right here in Hamburg. So we're carrying it on. That's why we're calling it the 3rd annual Battle of the Bulls. And it's a bull team event. Jared Morrison concert after that at 9, and Cowboy Church Sunday at 10 to 11.
Awesome. Are there any specific rules or information that people need to be made aware of before they, come down there and attend and camp and whatnot?
We just we want everybody to respect our property, and we've been working hard and around the clock on this, and we just ask that there's no glass and everybody be respectful and adults, and have a good time, and I think that's
no nonsense, because
we're just not going to put up with the nonsense. We want this to be a yearly thing, and we want it to be great and positive and all the good.
Yeah. So just be respectful and
have fun. Don't be an idiot.
The sheriff told us that, so if whatever needs to be done, police it ourselves, and then call him, and he'll finish the rest of the way out. So we just ask people to respect us, and there's another. We're going to allow some electric, like golf carts, and stock only side-by-sides for
disabled and military.
Yep, disabled, military, veteran, and the elderly. People that's all from around here that have a golf cart that they tool around in their yard, but don't, or around or something, have electric buggy or side by side that they old timers that just tool around, and still want them to come, but and people that don't have horses or whatever, but we're limited out, like no 4-wheelers. You can't have nothing that ain't stock, and you can't slip nothing in, because we'll have somebody there, obviously, and there's actually a charge, $100 charge for your side-by-side, unless you're a veteran and a senior citizen over a certain age. I don't know the age, so don't quote me yet, but for sure, veteran, no charge on your side-by-side.
And we have one of our sponsors, Ashley Outdoors. They actually make it's like a hunting side-by-side, but it's electric, and so it's really cool, and they're going to provide that for our staff and
cool,
and stuff like that, so we can get around and people can see what that's about. It's really cool.
Yeah, tell them that
Awesome.
we'll only need 2 or 3 for the video staff. No big deal. But no, that's awesome to know, and it's good that you guys are sharing that here, because we don't want there to be any confusion that you guys are not you are a horse and mule event. You are not a side-by-side off-road challenge event. This is something that
no.
Right.
Nope.
So I'm glad you guys said that. But yeah, what else do you have, Nicole?
Well, I was going to say we could potentially cancel that idea for the general public if it's wet, possibly.
Right.
Sure.
If it's going to make a mess. Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll be sure
But
to
it
update
ain't
about
gonna, it
that.
ain't gonna be that because just power, prayer, and faith. He's gonna bless us with blessings that week, and it's gonna be good. But we're prepared for it if it happens. But we just don't think about it.
Yep. And this crowd of people, as you guys know, this crowd of people is perfectly accustomed to whatever the elements are. That's the kind of people that you're dealing with. So it's going to be great no matter what. We're excited for it. We know that you guys are excited. It's great to hear the amount of work that's gone into this thing. That's kind of what I expected you guys were going to say. I wouldn't expect any less because I know you guys are hardworking people. But yeah, make sure that everybody mark your calendars. It's going to be the Halloween weekend this year. The Chase Outlaw Chuck and Buck. It will be the inaugural event, and we're all going to be there.
Not Chase Outlaw's Chuck.
Did I say Chuck and Buck?
Yeah, you did.
Chase Outlaw's
You're waiting for someone to.
Hey,
this Outlaw Nation Chuckwagon
out,
Race is what this is.
Outlaw Nation Chuckwagon Race, man. That's you know what? All the work that you've done for the Chuck and Buck, it's working. It's stuck in my brain. So that's just a testament to the marketing and the success you've had there. But no, the inaugural Outlaw Nation Chuckwagon Race. It's going to be down there, Hamburg, Arkansas. Which make sure you go over to the Outlaw Nation Facebook page. There's a lot of good information. That's where I'm assuming that is really the best outlet for you guys to speak to the masses. So make sure you guys are following their Facebook page and get ready for a big weekend coming up 2 weeks from now. And I'm excited because we're going to have our whole crew down there. And we're going to cover the heck out of it. So thank you guys again for coming on the show. Thanks for sharing your thoughts. Thanks for letting everybody know what to expect. Yeah, 2 weeks. Good luck, Chase.
I mean, hey, we'll be ready. I mean, it's like to the point when you done took your wrap and you slide up on your rope, it ain't nothing left to do but to nod because you're too far in. You're too far in to turn out now, and which we never turn out.
No need to count the days.
That's what it's got us where we are today. So I just have to say, the community, Ashley County, and the community, city of Hamburg, Crossett, Monticello, all the surrounding towns here, but the Ashley County and the officials of the county and the state are behind us 100%, but the town and the officials of the town, they know what this will be. They are full 100% support behind this, and that's what you've got to have if you want something like this to succeed. You have to, the people that run the town and that are part of that do it, they have to. It's got to be something that they want and something they believe in that's going to be great for the town and community itself. So, man, we've had nothing but support behind that and tons of help from Dapple and Zane and Dan and Peggy. So, I mean, and Miss Cindy there at Whiskey Ridge, man, they let us get the stage for our concert that they have. So, I mean, it goes full circle. I mean, Cowboys gonna help Cowboys, and that's just the way it is. And that's, I mean, thankful every day we are a Cowboy, and this is the life we get to live. So, yeah, man. Everybody, without everybody's been a part of it, we wouldn't be able to do it. And without Chuckwagon Channel, I mean, being able to let people know about it. So, thank y'all. We appreciate y'all, and dude.
Well, we're glad we can be a part of it. Thanks for having us. We're excited to be there, and we appreciate what you guys are doing. We know that this is going to be a huge thing for the sport of chuckwagon racing. We know it's going to be a good thing, and we're excited to get down there. So thanks again for coming on the show.
Awesome.
All right.
Thanks,
See you guys. Thank you.
See you soon.
See you at Outlaw Nation.
All right. Don't forget, the gates open on Thursday at 12 p.m. and they will close Sunday at 6 p.m. This is Halloween weekend, and so make sure you come ready to get dressed up and have a good time. Going into Thursday night, There's going to be a lot happening there as they kind of gear up for Friday, Halloween. Cash only at the entry gates, no glass allowed. If you were at the annual meeting, no glass allowed.
He made that very, very clear.
He iterated and reiterated that we will not have glass, and so I'm not going to have any kind of glass. Like, I'm wearing plastic shades. I'm not bringing anything with glass.
Hey, I don't blame him for that. Okay, because Dad and I helped pick trash up at the goat ranch, and we spent, I don't know, a couple of hours driving around in the buggy with bags, helping everybody pick trash up. And when you run across a glass bottle that's busted, and it's where the horses frequent, where they ride at, it's not good. Like,
it's not a good feeling.
No, it's not a good situation. You get that in feet, hooves, tires, whatever. It's a bad deal. They get it in their hay. If it's an active ranch, it's not a good deal. It's just not good.
All right.
So
no
Andy,
glass. Okay.
Andy is letting you know why
Yeah.
there will be no glass.
Exactly.
No glass. The weekend pass is $75. Friday, you got the youth rodeo costume contest. Head over to the event Facebook page for more information on all of that. The Outlaw Nation Facebook page. Saturday, 9 a.m. trail ride, 1 p.m. first performance of the races. 6:30 p.m. Saturday night, we're going to have the 3rd annual Battle of the Bulls. So if you've been down there before, you know what that is. If you have not, it'll be the 1st annual for you. And 9 p.m. Jared Morrison concert. Sunday, 10 a.m. Cowboy Church. And 1 p.m. the 2nd and final performance of the ACWRA Chuckwagon races. It'll be the big bang to the end of the year. I have a feeling that when we get to Sunday, 1 p.m., there's going to be a few things that are still out there on the line. I'm excited for it. So
now,
Jared
Morris is the one that does A Little West of East or something, isn't it? Isn't that his song? I Want to Roam.
You're the Jared Morris fan.
I think so.
You're the Jared Morris fan.
Hey, I like him.
Don't forget goat roping. That'll be Friday and Saturday night. Again, next week podcast, we're going to cover the current point standings as they have been made official by the ACWRA. And the week after that, we will have Monkey on here, which that will be the week of the event. And Justin Leggett, as you all know, we call him Monkey, and he is going to be the one announcing the race. So he's going to come on the show. We're going to talk about some stuff. We're going to get everybody's head in the right place as we go into a big weekend of racing. So get over, again, subscribe, relive the ride at chuckwagonchannel.com. A lot of good stuff coming out right now. We're excited for you all to be on the Chuckwagon Channel. It's a great time to be a fan of wagon racing. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you out on the track.
Thanks for listening to the CWC podcast.